It's graduation. You did such a great job.
Hey, welcome to your last day of preschool 2019-2020 school year. We can talk about what that means, but we're glad you're here and we hope you've had a good year, and we've had a great year with you. Miss Lonnie will talk a little bit about some other things in a minute, but I want to tell you what this is. We're pretending that you are here with us, like you're sitting here with us, because we wish you were. And if you were, we would be having you sit. We would have some special things on you that we'll make in a minute, and we would say, you've done a good job, and we would say, this year is 2020. This says, I'm a winner because you are a winner. You have been great. You've done so many things. And even during this time of the coronavirus, you have done a lot of things at home. Thank you so much. So here we are, getting ready for our final day of preschool, your graduation celebration.
Yay! Do you know what graduation means? A lot of people are graduating right now, and it means that you're done with something, that you've worked really hard and for a really long time to try and finish either school or even things at work you could graduate from. You can go off to college and you can graduate. It's just a way to celebrate big achievements that you have finished. And we wanted to celebrate with you because we miss you so much. And we wish that you were here with us. But something that we're very grateful for was that we got to do our program with you. Remember a couple months ago in February when you came to that building and you sat up on the stage and you sang and you got to play games with your family? Do you remember that day? Well, we were thinking of that as your graduation day because we didn't want to do it in May. It just happened that we got to do it before school was over and we had to not come to school anymore. So we wanted to say that you did a great job at your program and that we miss you so much, and we hope you have a great summer and get to do lots of fun things. Maybe you'll go on walks or hiking or camping or go visit family, but we hope you can be safe and happy, and we love you very much. Happy graduation day.
And it's called Pooh's Graduation because we are just about ready to have a little graduation party ourselves. One spring morning, Winnie the Pooh and his friends heard a very happy sound. Yippee! Someone shouted. That sounds like Christopher Robin, said Pooh. Let's see what he's happy about. Christopher Robin had an idea. Let's have a graduation party, he said. I will give out diplomas. Those are papers that say you are done with something. Can we get an award too, said Roo. Maybe, said Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin got right to work. He used colored paper and he made awards and diplomas. He even made a graduation cap. Do you remember our graduation caps? We have one that you made, and we hope you've fitted it for your head now, because we're going to put it on in just a little while. And we have a diploma that says you have done your job all year long, and now you're graduating from this year of preschool. Let's see what Christopher Robin did. Look at all those hats he has ready and papers. He's making an important graduation party. They all put their hats on and they all got together, and he said, I'll call your name and then you come up and get your diploma and your special award. So first he called Owl. Owl, he said, here's your diploma. And he gave him his diploma. And he said, and your special award is you are a good speaker. They all got an award and a diploma. Isn't that wonderful? When it was all over, Christopher Robin said, "Happy graduation!" And they threw their hats in the air. When we graduate in a minute, you can throw your hat in the air if you want to.
It's time for another learning moment. We're looking for rhyming words. This says, look at the pictures, say their names, draw a line to match the rhyming pictures. Oh, so right here it says, it's pointing to his nose, and it has a line to a rose. So do nose and rose rhyme? They sure do. I'm gonna trace the line to the rose. Let's do this. This is a fox. See how it's a fox? He has like this white part on his tail that makes it a fox. So fox, dog. Nope, those don't rhyme. Fox, box. Yeah, they do rhyme. Fox and box. Okay, we already did this one. Let's do this one. Snake, dog. Nope. Snake, cake. Do snake and cake rhyme? Yes, they sound kind of similar. They rhyme. How about frog? Let's see. The dog is the last one. Let's see if those rhyme. Frog and dog. Frog, dog. Yeah, they do. So I'm gonna draw my line up to the dog. Awesome rhyming.
Ooh, I hope you've been able to save all your little pictures for the scrapbook because we have one more today. Today is our last month that we're going to put a picture on our scrapbook. That was in May, and that's the month we're having right now. We're having fun being creative in many ways, and remember we called it Let's Be Creative. So we used the picture of a bee, didn't we? We were creative with that. We also reviewed lots of our academic stuff. We've been watching silly videos with teachers, haven't we? And we've had to stay at home because of the terrible pandemic, that virus called the coronavirus. That's not been fun, has it? So let's put our last one on. And in our bag, the last one I find, are some bees. They are being creative. Let's glue that on. You think animals are creative? They have to think of what they're going to do every day, don't they? There's your picture. So let's color it. This is Guess what? You've done all that part.
Let's practice drawing some shapes. Shapes can be kind of tricky to draw, so we're going to practice them. We're going to start with a square. Squares have 4 sides, and they're all about the same length. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I make my square have a longer side, what shape does it turn it into? A rectangle. You're right, but we're not looking for rectangles. We want a square. So I stop here, and I go down to make a square. Can you try and do a square? We're gonna do 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Line here, line here, line here. To make it have points at the edges, I lift up my marker. Down, lift up. Over, lift up. Down, lift up. Bottom, lift up. See how it makes those nice edges? Okay, let's try a triangle next. Triangles look like a mountain, don't they? So I go up the mountain, then down the mountain. Then I need a bottom on my mountain. Let's try again. We're gonna do 4 of them like we did 4 squares. Up the mountain, down the mountain, line on the bottom. Up, down, line on the bottom. Up, down, line on the bottom. Hey, good job. Let's try circles. Circles start at the top. They go around to the bottom, then back up to the top where you started. Down around this way, back up to the top. I always start this way. My hand moves this way. Start at the top, move this way, around, back up. Good. Let's do a rectangle. We kind of did a rectangle up here, but we're going to do another rectangle. Ready? So rectangles are longer on one side than a square. Now I can do a long line on this side. Oops, this marker doesn't work. Let's try this one. I can do it long this way and short this way. Or I can do it short this way and long this way. Either one is still a rectangle. So I did 2, I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do mine this way. Long, short. Short, long, short, long. So 2 sides are long, 2 sides are short. These are rectangles. These are squares. Good job helping me with shapes.
We can't believe it's graduation day. Today you're going to make your own graduation cap. When people graduate, they finish something. They're done. You'll be done with preschool. Some of you forever, and you'll go on to kindergarten. Some of you for the summer, and then maybe you'll come back to our preschool or another one. And so this is called a graduation cap. It says 2020, that's the year, we call it 2020. That's this year, the year you're graduating this time. It says, Happy Graduation Day, you did it. Yes, you did. We're gonna color this. So this is called a tassel on a graduation cap. Sometimes they have a tassel hanging down. And so you can color it the color you like. I know white or yellow or orange. Some of the colors will show up better on red. We're using red because the name of our preschool is the Raspberry Sawhorse Preschool. And raspberries are a fruit, a berry, that is kind of a red color. So we're going to make our hats kind of a red color so we can remember the name of our preschool. There you go. Now, we have some stickers, and you can put some on. You might have different kinds than these. We're going to put maybe different ones in different people's packages. Well, I'm just going to put some different colors over here and decorate the sides of my graduation cap or hat. So it looks like I have 12. So I'm going to put 6 on each side. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I did. So now I'm going to put 6 over here. You can do yours how you like. Maybe you want them in a line. Maybe you like them to go up and down. This is kind of a zigzag looking thing when I do it that way. And you get yours on there and rub them down the way you like. Okay, now if you want to do anything else with that, you might go like a dot to dot from each sticker to the other sticker. You do that. That's what I'm doing. But you can choose a way to decorate because remember, we've been creating things and you're creating your own hat. And you can create it the way you like because this is your graduation hat. Now, when you're done decorating, one thing we should do is write our name on the back. So I hope you have been practicing your name and that you're really good at it, or you're getting good at it, and that at least you're remembering to put it on everything so that everybody can remember. Mine always says teacher, huh? And Miss Lonnie's always says teacher, but yours should have your real name, okay? Then we'll put it like this. And then we need a grown-up to help hook the hat. First measure it on your head and see how it fits you. And then we need to hook that hat so that it will fit on your head in a circle. And then you can wear this in a little while when we graduate you. So we're getting ready for a special time today It's gonna come in a few minutes. Get your hat ready. Thank you. I hope you've made your hat. I hope you decorated it the way you want. Now we need to fit it on your head. So if you'll have somebody help you put it on your head, I'm just gonna use tape. It could be a staple or something. And then we're going to put it on you. So we're gonna put it on our panda and pretend this is you and you're ready. You've got your hat on, and in your packet, we also have for you a certificate. Yours will say your name on it. It says you have graduated from the Raspberry Sawhorse Preschool this year. So we'll have you hold that, and we hope you can sit down somewhere and hold your certificate and put your hat on, and in just a minute, we're gonna graduate you. Get ready.
It's time for our graduation ceremony. I'm going to read your name, and you're going to see all of your friends that were in your class. And here we go. If you came to my morning class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, these are the friends that were in your class. Taika, McCoy, Hattie, Leo, Cash, Emmy, Violet, Swayze, Gwen, Sadie, Davis, Sahara, Roman, and Cohen. Congratulations, you guys. You did it. I'm so proud of you.
Congratulations, you did it! Woo! Woo! Yay! Now take a bow. Way to go.
We're gonna say goodbye to the preschool room because I thought you'd want to see it one more time before summer starts. So let's say goodbye. Here we go. Say goodbye, dress up room, and train room, and kitchen room. We'll miss you. Goodbye, preschool tables. Goodbye, baskets of toys, pictures on the walls, puzzles, books, potato heads, Batman. Goodbye, Lego table. Goodbye, calendar numbers. Goodbye, alphabet. Counting numbers, colors. Goodbye, stuffed animals. Ooh, Miss Jackie's getting ready to jam. Goodbye, toys in the ocean room. Goodbye, Sharky Shark. Goodbye, pirate ship and big blocks that you love to build with. Goodbye, puppet show. Goodbye, preschool. Until we see you again. Goodbye.
Ready for a learning moment? This is problem solving. Look at the picture, read the questions, draw a circle around the right number in each row. It says count these things. These are radios. You see them? We're gonna see if we can see them in the picture. Do you see radios in the picture? 1, 2. You see any more? I just see 2. So how many? 2. Which one's a 2? Right there. Okay, now it says count the balls. How many balls in all? How many are in this picture? Do you see balls? 1, 2. So what do we circle? Which one? The 2 again. This says count the cups. How many cups in all? Some people call these mugs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I see. Do you see a 4 in these numbers? Yep, right there.
This is one of my favorite stories. It's really funny. It's called The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. Maybe you've read it before with your mom or your dad. Everybody knows the story of the three little pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Look how I made these words with different things. This is the real story. Way back in once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house out of straw? So of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in?" No answer. I was just about to go home without a cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch, and I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed, and I puffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo! And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down, and right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner laying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just laying there. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in?" He yelled back, "Go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin." I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo! And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open, so I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next door. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house out of bricks. I knocked on the brick house. No answer. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in?" And do you know what that rude little porker answered? "Get out of here, wolf. Don't bother me again." Talk about impolite. He probably had the whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me even one little cup for my dear sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, "And your old granny can sit on a pin." Oh, he was being mean. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down the pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. Achoo! Achoo! The rest, as they say, is history. This says Big Bad Wolf. It's a newspaper. The news reporters found out about the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting, so they jazzed up the story with all of that huff and puff and blow your house down. And they made me the Big Bad Wolf. That's it. That's the real story. I was framed. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. He's still looking for a cup of sugar. And he's in jail. The end.
We wanted to say a special thank you to parents for driving your kids to school, for
Even when they didn't want you to? Battling them in the car?
For all the hugs and the loves that you gave them to get them and encourage them to come to school. For helping Miss Jackie and I with various things, for talking to us at the door and supporting us in so many ways. We really appreciate it.
For sharing your precious, precious babies with us. We thank you.
Thank you.
And we thank you for your smiles on days that were tough for us, or for letting us hug you when days were tough for you. For all the homework, the paperwork, even though you probably had all kinds of other work with other things going on in your life. We know that, and we appreciate every part of your part in your child's life that you let us share. Thank you so much. Boys and girls, I just wanted a minute to say goodbye to you in a special way, and thank you so much for coming to our preschool. It has been so fun to watch you grow, to watch you learn things, to watch you get excited about things, to watch you ask questions, to hear those questions and laugh about some of them, the cute things you've said, the silly things you've put on in the dress-up room, the great things you've built with the bricks and the other building toys we have, the way you've made friends, the way you've treated other kids and helped them feel a part of our classroom. I have appreciated that. So I want to say I love you, and I hope that your life is filled with wonderful things, and I hope I get to see you as you grow older. Maybe someday at preschool another time, maybe in another way. But I always want you to know you're wonderful, and I think you're fabulous, and that means you're really awesome people. And I hope you have a wonderful summer and a great life, and I love you, Miss Jackie.
Miss Lonnie here. I just wanted to tell you what a great job you have done this year, and that it's hard for me to say goodbye. These are happy tears, but I just want to say that I love you, and I think that you are very special, and you made such good friends this year with each other, and I bet you missed each other, and you learned so much at school and grew so much, and I bet you're still growing, and I'm really proud of all the work that you've done at home and here in class. You are so special to me. I hope you have a great summer, and I hope you remember this little preschool, because I will remember you. Good luck in kindergarten. For those of you who are going to kindergarten, don't be scared. This could be okay. And if you get worried, you can come see me, or you can send me a message, and I'll talk to you. And for those of you who I get to see in the fall, I'm really excited. And we get to play and be together again, and I get to see all how tall you've grown and how much you've learned and all the new changes that you've had. Just remember that you're important and you're loved and always remembered. Happy graduation day.
Maybe you'd like to dance around just a little bit before we're all done. Remember this room? Our activity room or our ocean room you like to exercise in? Let's try it. Remember this part? I like to jump and jump and jump and jump and jump. I hope you're jumping out there for graduation. I like to jump and jump and jump and jump and jump. I'm jumping 'cause I'm so excited for graduation. Now stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp. You can stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp. You can stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp. You can stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp and stomp. Maybe you're mad graduation's over and we don't get any more videos from Miss Lonnie that are so awesome. I like to tippy 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 toe. Tippy 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 toe. You can tippy 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 toe. If you tippy 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 toe. Now one more thing. I can wiggle 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 wiggle. You can wiggle 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 wiggle. You're so excited that you're happy end of year. See ya.
It's time to say goodbye. Thanks for coming today. Happy graduation day. I hope you had fun at school. We're gonna walk you up to the door and say goodbye to the preschool for our last celebration of graduation day.
Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Have a great summer.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.